after losing their first game in 2020 last Friday night and snapping a 4-game winning streak. In that game, the Lady Cougars were out-rebounded and lost by 3 with their lowest point total of the entire season. But the biggest story with it all was that Kenzie Renfro, senior guard for Grayson County, finished just 1 point away from 1,000. Tonight, she'll try to make that mark, and the Cougars will try to get back in the win total against Owensboro. And a good evening and welcome here to the Cougar Den for the second time here in 2020. The first time for the Lady Cougars. Sam Gormley here with you tonight as Grayson County getting ready to take on Owensboro in a big matchup between these two teams. Coming up on the Locker Room Show, we'll talk to the head coach of the Lady Cougars, Ted Hill. We'll give you tonight's starting lineups and let you know a little bit more about each team. That comes up and more here on the Locker Room Show, right here on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this.
When you or a loved one is ready to seek help for a drug addiction, don't let the moment pass. Instead of wasting precious time searching the internet and spending hours on the phone, you can find help now. Because the keys to finding treatment are right at your fingertips. Go online to findhelpnowky.org. Answer 5 optional questions, and in less than a minute, get a list of every Kentucky-based treatment provider accepting clients. Findhelpnowky.org. Finding addiction treatment is easier than ever.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to the Cougar Den, where Grayson County getting ready to take on the Lady Devils of Owensboro. These two teams met last year, and maybe the most thrilling Lady Cougars game of the entire season. Kaylee Masden, the lone senior on last year's team, hit a game-winning free throw with about 1.2 seconds left. Owensboro had a 3/4 length of the court shot that actually went off of the backboard, and when it first left her hands, I thought she was going to make it. And at that point, I was almost going to have to just lose my mind for her sake because it was going to be an unbelievable shot. The Lady Devils, though, enter this game with a record of 4-8, but they had their big win on Friday against Apollo. Apollo is probably the second or third team in this region favorite-wise, but as you'll hear Coach Hill say in just a moment, this is anyone's region. Their leading scorer is Alerica Hughes. She's an 8th grader, averaging 10 points a game and 3.4 rebounds per game. Lyric Lawrence averages 6.8 points and 5.8 rebounds. And Nia Gonzo comes off the bench. She averages 6 points and just under 5 rebounds per game. They're coached by Jansen Locker. He's in his 4th season with a record of 35 and 65. His assistants are Tristan Higgs, Christopher Johnson, and Tasia Smith. When you look at them statistically, they're the 3rd best rebounding team in the region behind Apollo and the Lady Cougars, as they pull down just about 34 rebounds a game. But offensively has been a struggle, and that would be an understatement. From the field, they shoot 29%, from beyond the arc, 15%, and from the charity stripe, 45.8%. They only have 2 players who shoot above 50% from the free throw line. One of those shoots 58%, the other one 54%. So free throws are a struggle for this team. We'll talk to Coach Hill about that in just a moment. We'll talk to the Lady Cougars, though, and get to know them coming up. This is Lady Cougar basketball right here on K105.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
A college student.
a mother.
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready.
For every storm,
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors.
My family.
And my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
At the core of most any farm is a family, and I'm proud to work with my family every day.
It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but farming is not just a living, it is a lifestyle.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming.
I think a lot of people are very happy to know that neighbors, people like us, are the ones raising their food.
And we want our neighbors to enjoy the same product that we serve to our family.
Kentucky Farm Families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
It's one of the interesting things about farming is that probably no 2 days are exactly the same. The day-to-day things are not chores to us. They're work sometimes, but yet in the long run, they're things that we are very passionate about doing on a daily basis. We're a part of providing a quality product to our urban neighbors.
From our hands to yours.
We are Kentucky beef producers, helping to feed Kentucky.
Kentucky Farm Families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to the Cougar Den. Lady Cougars getting ready to take on the Lady Devils. Grayson County enters this game with a record of 9-4. They're 1-0 in the 12th district. Leading scorer Kenzie Renfro. She had 17 points in the game against North Arden on Friday, and she has 999 career points. She's 1 away from 1,000. So fingers crossed that will happen tonight, hopefully early on, so she'll be able to have her moment and celebrate what is a massive achievement for her. Other leading scorers, Rachel Snyder averages 14 points a game. Bailey Snyder averages 8 points a game. Ella Robinson averages 5 points. And also Jenna Nash will get minutes, along with Arissa Riggs, Brianna Dennis, and Gracie Franklin, some of the players to come off of the bench. We also are hoping to see Laura Vincent tonight. They were thinking she might have played on Friday, but just how the game went, she didn't get a chance to come back in as she's coming back from that knee injury. We'll talk to the head coach of the Lady Cougars, Ted Hill, coming up as this is Lady Cougar basketball right here on K105.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
Take it from me, quitting tobacco isn't easy. It can take several attempts before you can finally quit for good. So if at first you don't succeed, quit. Quit again. And remember, even though quitting is hard, you don't have to do it alone. Quit Now Kentucky is with you every step of the way.
For free help quitting tobacco, text QUIT KY to 797979 or go to quitnowkentucky.org.
Nice pool, lady.
What are you doing?
Oh, just giving you a taste of what it's like for us fish.
Well, what do you mean?
You people throw all this stuff on the ground, and it washes down the storm drain right into my pool. Ew, yourself. Don't just walk about it. Stop it before us fish have to take matters into our own hands. Flippers!
Help keep Kentucky's waterways cleaner by keeping trash off the ground. Visit our website to find out how you can help.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Fast Mix, K105.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Show here on K105. Sam Gormley now joined by the head coach of the Grayson County Lady Cougars, Ted Hill. And Coach, after going back and watching some of the film from North Hardin, what went wrong?
Well, we didn't get down the stance, number one. I was really disappointed in that when I went back and watched the tape Saturday night, I guess it was, and not in a stance. I had 3 or 4 at a time not in a stance. Didn't play hard. Didn't get enough shots up. We only shot 40 times, and we need to be in the 60s shooting the ball on attempts. Didn't shoot free throws well. 13 of 22 is just a bad night.
Laura didn't play on Friday, but like you mentioned, we talked about is you just have to find out with the flow of the game. Are you hoping to get her in tonight, or is it going to be kind of that same thing of just kind of depends how this game goes?
I'm hoping to get her in tonight just to test it. North Hardin was so physical, and it was fast-paced and a really tight game, and I just didn't see a spot there to put her in. And yesterday at practice, she thanked me for not putting her in, and her mom did too, because it was so rough up there. But I'm going to try to get her in there tonight. It'd be 45 seconds to a minute at a time, till she can get some conditioning.
You've got 15 of the next 17 games are against teams in the third region. How important is it to start off with wins this week against Owensboro and Butler County to get the confidence up?
Very important. You want to make a statement in your region, and, of course, one of our goals is to be the number 1 seed in the district. That's probably our first goal, first and foremost. And, you want to play well against region teams. It's more a rival than, all these 4th and 5th region teams. So we're looking forward to it.
Tonight you face an Owensboro team that shoots under 50% from the free throw line. And they only have 2 players that shoot over 50%. As a coach, do you tell your players to be more physical defensively than you usually would be because you know that they struggle from the charity stripe?
No, we try to be physical every game. And the coach and I, we just got through talking about that. And he said they spend a lot of time on free throws. And I told him I kind of know the feeling there because one of the things I looked at from stats from last year when I got the job was, where's the weakness at somewhere. Looking at stats, we're not a very good free throw shooting team either. But, no, we're not going to change defensively. We're still going to be aggressive and all that.
Would you possibly consider if getting down into a couple of minutes like a hack-a-shack format, as they would like to call it? Or is that just really how this game's going to flow kind of thing?
It's possible. I've done crazier things, so it's possible.
Owensboro does rank 3rd in the region in rebounding behind Apollo and you guys. How important is rebounding advantage here tonight?
It'll be huge, and they've got the big post player that can go get it. Their kids are athletic. We'll have to block them out. We're a very good rebounding team also, and so I feel pretty good about that. As long as we're not giving them offensive rebounds is the key. If we shoot and miss and they get one, nothing you can do about it, but can't give up a bunch of offensive ones.
I know you expressed some frustration to me after the game against North Hardin that your team got out-rebounded in that. Was that just a one-time thing, do you think, credit to North Hardin, or do you think that's something to be concerned about?
Well, I'll give North Hardin a lot of credit there because they really get down the stance. They guard obviously one of the top 5 teams in the state defensively, and they were holding us to 1 shot. When we did get a shot off, it was 1 and out. So I just give them a lot of credit, and hopefully that was a one-time deal.
Owensboro is coming off of a very emotional win against Apollo, their best win maybe in Coach Locker's tenure here in his 4th season. You have been there before as a coach, coming off of a big win, maybe a game that you weren't necessarily expected to win. Sometimes what happens after that is you get what they call a letdown game. You being on the opposing sidelines, what does your team need to do tonight to make sure that Owensboro has a quote-unquote letdown game? Well,
we need to get out to a fast start, and that's the first thing I told them yesterday in practice was, hey, it's possible that they're going to be flat. You know, either that or they're on a high and they're just going to roll now. There's possible they're going to be flat. We got to jump them early, score early. We need that steal. We need that layup, steal three. We need to get off to a fast start and see how that goes. And huge win for them. You know, when you were telling me they beat Apollo the other night, I was like, really? And in the 9th district over there, and I've been a part of it, it's crazy, man. I don't care if it's girls basketball, softball, whatever. I mean, it's nuts over there. Anybody can win, and it's a huge win for them.
Obviously, the other thing tonight, Kenzie Renfro 1 point away. She didn't get it last Friday, but has a chance to do it at home. That's going to be pretty special, isn't it?
It is, and let me say one last thing about that last question. Apollo loses to Owensboro on Friday night. They turn around and beat Meade on Saturday. Region's wide open. Kenzie Renfro, yes, she is 1 point short the other night. Pretty much capsule of our entire game. We were short on everything, you know. We left there with a 3-point loss. She misses by 1 point. It was just, that was the story of that whole game. But if she doesn't get 1 point tonight, then we're probably in trouble.
Coach, good luck.
Thank you.
We'll have more here on the Locker Room Show coming up after this.
But one of the interesting things about farming is that probably no 2 days are exactly the same. The day-to-day things are not chores to us. They're work sometimes, but yet in the long run, they're things that we are very passionate about doing on a daily basis. We're a part of providing a quality product to our urban neighbors.
From our hands to yours.
We are Kentucky beef producers, helping to feed Kentucky.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Nice pool, lady.
What are you doing?
Oh, just giving you a taste of what it's like for us fish.
Well, what do you mean?
You people throw all this stuff on the ground, and it washes down the storm drain right into my pool. Ew, yourself. Don't just squawk about it. Stop it before us fish have to take matters into our own hands. Flippers!
Help keep Kentucky's waterways cleaner by keeping trash off the ground. Visit our website to find out how you can help.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to the Locker Room Show on K105. Sam Gormley with you. Now time for tonight's starting lineups. First for Owensboro, Crystal Pappas, Katerina Rabilakova, Lyrica Hughes, Brooklyn Williams, and Lyric Lawrence. That's the starting lineup for Owensboro. And now the starting lineup for the Grayson County Lady Cougars. Senior guard number 4, Jenna Nash. Junior center number 13, Ella Robinson. Junior forward number 15, Rachel Snyder. Senior guard number 22, Kenzie Renfro. And senior forward, Bailey Snyder. That's the starting lineup, and this has been the fifth quarter show right here on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
At the core, most any farm is a family, and I'm proud to work with my family every day.
It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but farming is not just a living, it is a lifestyle.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming.
I think a lot of people are very happy to know that neighbors, people like us, are the ones raising their food.
And we want our neighbors to enjoy the same product that we serve to our family.
Kentucky Farm Families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
Take it from me, quitting tobacco isn't easy. It can take several attempts before you can finally quit for good. So if at first you don't succeed, quit. Quit again. And remember, even though quitting is hard, you don't have to do it alone. Quit Now Kentucky is with you every step of the way.
For free help quitting tobacco, text QUIT KY to 797979 or go to quitnowkentucky.org.
At the core of most any farm is a family, and I'm proud to work with my family every day.
It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but farming is not just a living, it is a lifestyle.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming.
I think a lot of people are very happy to know that neighbors, people like us, are the ones raising their food.
And we want our neighbors to enjoy the same product that we serve to our family.
Kentucky Farm Families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
It's time for basketball in Litchfield, Grayson County, and Owensboro. Getting ready to get underway. Again, the starters for Owensboro: Pappas, Rabilakova, Hughes, Williams, and Lawrence. We'll give you the starters for Grayson County after a 30-second timeout. This is Lady Cougar basketball right here on K105.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Your starting lineup for the Grayson County Lady Cougars. At guard, senior number 4, Jenna Nash. At center, junior number 13, Ella Robinson. At forward, junior number 15, Rachel Snyder. At guard, senior number 22, Kenzie Renfro. And at forward, senior number 34, Bailey Snyder. We appreciate you tuning in to tonight's coverage here on K105 and K105 Digital Productions. Of course, the storyline in this one, Kenzie Renfro enters the game 1 point away from 1,000 for her career. So it could happen really at any point. These two teams met last season, and it was the Lady Cougars with a 1-point victory. They have won the last 2 in this series, and they lead the series since 1998, 10-7. Grayson County in their home jerseys with orange numerals, and Owensboro in the road blacks with red numerals. The ball is up, and the tip is controlled by Ella Robinson. Off now to Renfro. Renfro immediately backs things up, and she's going to run things in between the circles here for Grayson County to start off. Again, Kenzie Renfro 1 point away from 1,000. Into the corner to Bailey. Bailey out front here to Jenna Nash. Nash off here to the left side to Rachel. Rachel will now run things at the point. Off to Kenzie Renfro. Left wing 3 is no good. Rebound is going to be a foul on Owensboro as number 10, Crystal Pappas, went right over top of Jenna Nash and just took that rebound right away from her, so that's a foul called on her. Renfro down inside to Rachel Snyder. Passes out here to Ella Robinson. Robinson cross court to Renfro. Renfro drives it down the right side. Off the right side. The basket's no good. The rebound is taken down by Rabilakova. Rabilakova angling it back here towards the middle of the court. Now towards the far side. She's going to drive it down the left lane. Loses the ball, but they're going to call a reach-in foul that I believe is whistled there on. It'll be on Renfro. That's her first. And the team's first. No score. 45 seconds into our game here tonight. Owensboro to pass this one in from underneath of their own basket. They throw it in, and it goes off of the hands of Pappas. So possession goes here towards the Lady Cougars. As Lyric Lawrence just put a little bit too much on that, and it just went off of the hand of Pappas and went into the Cougar student section. Renfro has it, running things at the point here. 2-3 zone to start off for Owensboro. Cross court to Bailey. Bailey to the free throw line to Robinson. Robinson passes off to Nash. Nash down to Rachel. 10-foot jump shot from the near baseline is no good. Rebound is pulled down by Renfro. Renfro out front. 1 minute into the game, still no score here between the Lady Cougars and the Lady Devils of Owensboro. Renfro, cross court here to Nash. Nash down inside to the left block to Rachel off the left side. The basket's no good. Robinson with a rebound. The putback is good. Lady Cougars lead here 2-0. Early on in this game, to the middle, Pappas pass immediately, initially knocked away by Robinson, but it goes into the hands of Rabilakova. Outside to Pappas. Pappas back to Rabilakova, who's going to back things up here. Quickly double teamed in the backcourt, gives it off here to Hughes. Hughes drives down off the right side. The basket is, they're going to wave the basket off, I believe. They're going to say that the foul is on the floor, called on Ella Robinson. For Robinson, that is her first and the team's second. So Ella Robinson here. Owensboro to pass this in. And they give it in, and now to Kenzie Renfro. Renfro up the far side of the court, goes in off the right side. The basket is good. There's 1,000, and she will go to the free throw line. Kenzie Renfro has just scored her 1,000th career points.
With that basket, senior guard Kenzie Renfro.
Congratulations to Kenzie for a big-time moment for her. And as you would say, Renfro is remarkable. She becomes the player to score 1,000 points for her career. Congratulations there to Kenzie Renfro, scoring her 1,000th career points.
To your feet and congratulate number 22, senior guard Kenzie Renfro for number 1,000. That foul is on the Lady Devils, number 11, Kate.
So Renfro will go to the free throw line to try and convert on the and one opportunity for point 1,002, and she gets it. So congratulations to Kenzie Renfro for her 1,000th career points. That foul was whistled. I'm not sure who it was called on. Down to the right side. Renfro off the right side. That basket's good. She has 5 points. Timeout Owensboro. We'll take it with them. This is Lady Cougar basketball right here on K105.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this.
Lady Cougars lead this one 7-0. 5:55 to play here in the first quarter. Kenzie Renfro has 5 points. Of course, the first one was the most important, 1,000 for her career. Here comes Owensboro. Down the right side, coast to coast, goes the 8th grader, Alira Hughes. That shot's no good. She gets the rebound back, puts it up, no good. Long rebound this time is out of bounds off of Owensboro. Position goes towards Lady Cougars. Brooklyn Williams tried to run that one down into the corner right in front of Mr. Spirit, but went out of bounds. Lady Cougars get the ball right back, and Owensboro's going to come out with a full court press of their own. Off to Bailey Snyder down the right side. She splits 2 defenders. The shot's no good. Rebound by Williams. And immediately the Lady Cougars wrap her up. Jump ball will stay here with the Lady Devils of Owensboro. 7-0 Lady Cougars lead, 5.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Passes off into the middle. Now angling it back here down the far side is Pappas. Out front to Rabilakova. Rabilakova running things at the point, guarded by Renfro. Lady Cougars in a man-to-man defense. To the right elbow to Williams. Williams double teamed now. Out front to the 8th grader and leading scorer Hughes. Back to Pappas. Pappas down inside to Williams. Robinson with a steal. She's looking for help and finds it with Rachel Snyder, who has it on the opposing free throw line. Off to the right side to Renfro. Renfro to the left. Goes up with a shot, and the basket's good. Kenzie Renfro with a big game here to start off with. She is 7 of the 9 Lady Cougars points, and it's 9-0. Now Rachel Snyder nearly steals a pass away, but it goes out of bounds. Annie Kuiper checks in. Jenna Nash will check out. Reagan Cave will check in here as well. And checking out for her is Bailey Snyder. So again, on the floor for the Lady Cougars now, you have Kuiper, Renfro, Cave, Rachel Snyder, and Robinson. Right up the middle goes Hughes. She takes it to herself, now dumps a pass off to the left side to Gonzo, who's into the game. Her shot's in up, no good. But the foul is whistled on Ella Robinson. That is her second foul. And the team's third. Nia Gonzo to the free throw line, where it has been a struggle for the entire team. She shoots 54%, and that one is not even close, way off to the left. As a team, though, Owensboro shoots 45.8% from the charity stripe. In fact, she shoots it with one hand, and she misses them both. And the rebound, though, is taken by Owensboro. Knocked out of bounds, though, as Lyric Lawrence came down with it. And Nia Gonzo was shooting that free throw with one hand, and I'm not sure that I've ever seen that. Lawrence to pass in for the Red Devils. Inside to Hughes. Hughes out front to Rabilakova, who's going to run things at the point here for the Lady Devils. Renfro pokes it out. She's going to run it down in the front court, and now Rabilakova will return the favor and knock it out of bounds on her own. So Renfro will end up passing this one in for the Lady Cougars. 9-0, they lead this one. 4.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Renfro to pass in. She throws it into the front court. Narissa Riggs will run down into this one as she's into the game for Robinson. At the left elbow, Rachel gets around one defender, but that defender, Nia Gonzo, fouled her on the drive. So for Gonzo, that's her second, and the team's, that's her first and the team's second. Kenzie Renfro to pass in, inside to Rachel. Rachel's double teamed at the post, tries to get it out to Kuiper, stolen away by Hughes. Hughes, outlet pass, down to the left side. The basket's no good by Lawrence. Renfro with a rebound. Renfro working. Lady Cougars 2-on-3. She'll pull up at the free throw line, and it is no good. Rebound is pulled down originally by Lawrence. She loses it, though, into the hands of Hughes. Hughes working it 1-on-2, behind the back dribble, and she walks with it. Tried to get too fancy and went behind the back, and when she did, she wasn't able to fully complete the pass behind her back, and it kind of got caught on her left hip. And when she did that, it caused her to just hesitate ever so slightly, and it was going to be an easy call there for the travel. Renfro at the free throw line, passes out here to Riggs. Riggs cross-court here to Rachel. Rachel, left wing three is in and out. Rebound tapped out into the hands of Riggs. Riggs at the free throw line. The shot is up, no good. Rebound by Rabilakova. Rabilakova now double teamed in the far corner. She's got to get around, and she steps on the baseline. Possession to the Lady Cougars. Owensboro still looking for their first points of this game. 9-0. Lady Cougars lead. 3.5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Of course, we know that the Cougar boys were shut out in a first quarter in a game last month against Eatown. Lady Cougars, though, haven't had that at least since I've been the voice of Grayson County. Right elbow Cave, outside to Rachel. Three-pointer, left wing is in and out again. Rebound taken by Lawrence. Lawrence gives it off now to Hughes. Hughes is the 8th grader, the leading scorer. She angles through, gets away with a carry down the right side. The layup is good. She puts Owensboro on the board. 9-2, 3 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Riggs at the left elbow, passes out to Renfro. Renfro drives down the near baseline, out to Riggs. Riggs out front here to Rachel Snyder, who's had 2 threes, rim in and out. This time she takes it to the basket. That one's going to find the bottom of the net down the left side. Rachel Snyder with a basket. And Owensboro nearly throws it away as Reagan Cave got her hand on that one to knock it out of bounds. Substitution coming in, Gonzo will check out, Brooklyn Williams will check in. So on the floor for Owensboro, you also have Smith into the game. Smith has it here on the near front court, passes off to the left side to Hughes with that little loop layup is no good. Rachel with the rebound finds it off to Reagan Cave. Cave takes it up the far side of the court, picked up by Hughes. Nearly has it stripped and just smartly throws it away to Riggs, who actually it's run down in the backcourt by Hughes. Her layup is no good. Riggs with the rebound. She needs to find help, and it's going to be a carry. Possession here goes towards Owensboro. Little sloppy last about minute here for the Lady Cougars. Bailey Snyder to check into the game. Checking out will be Arissa Riggs. Also checking into the game, Jenna Nash. Checking out for her will be Kenzie Renfro. 2:26 to play in the first quarter. Lady Cougars lead 11-2. Rabilakova has it on the left wing. Spinning all the way around, trying to get around Annie Kuiper. Out front here to Hughes. Hughes double team, stolen away by Kuiper into the hands of Nash. And Nash is fouled hard from behind by Lyric Lawrence. She immediately pops up, but it was a tough foul right from behind. That's Lawrence's first and the team's fourth. Cave passes this into Kuiper. Lady Cougars with a little bit of youth on the floor. At the free throw line, Bailey Snyder has it stripped, but she's called for steps beforehand. 11-2, Lady Cougars lead though, 2:10 to play in the first quarter. Kenzie Renfro has already accomplished the 1,000 point mark here with about a minute into this game, just about what we predicted. Out front, over to the left side, swinging a pass to Hughes, down inside. The basket is good by Brooklyn Williams. Her first basket of this game. Cave looks behind for Hughes to come up on her and gives it off now to the guard, Jenna Nash. Nash to the free throw line to Cave. Cave loses it into the hands of Hughes. Hughes is working it down the right side. She takes it herself. The shot is up, blocked by the rim. Jenna Nash has the rebound, but her feet are on the baseline. Possession here goes towards the Lady Devils of Owensboro. Lawrence to pass in. She throws it out front to Rabilakova, who's been guarded by Annie Kuiper, and Kuiper has not left her hip this entire game. Quickly double teamed as Hughes to Rabilakova at the free throw line, down the right side. Her circus shot is no good. She gets the rebound back. Left elbow shot is good by Tamia Smith. 11-6 now. The Lady Cougars lead is dwindling here. They've led by as many as 9. Left side, Reagan Cave passes out to Bailey Snyder, kicks it out to Rachel. Rachel down the near baseline, spins all the way around off to Bailey. Bailey pump fakes, drives it down, Euro step to the left. The shot is up, no good. Rebound by Hughes, and she gets away with a walk. And an injury timeout here as Bailey Snyder gets up slow. And immediately subs coming in, and I hope that she is okay. Renfro and Riggs check in. Cave and Bailey Snyder will check out. 11-6 here, 1 minute to play in the first quarter. Owensboro will have this ball. To pass in, they give it off to Smith. Smith immediately picked up by Riggs. They give it off here to the near side to to Hughes. Hughes off now to Williams, who makes the 10-foot jump shot from the near baseline. 11-8. Lady Cougars have led by as much as 9. Owensboro has brought it to within 9 though. Or they have brought it to within 3. Straight away Renfro with 34 seconds, and I think Ted Hill's probably going to hold for the last shot unless he gets something that he wants to work with. Riggs straight away. Gets a screen from Rachel down the left side. The basket's up, no good. Rebound tapped out and run down in the corner, but it'll go out of bounds first. Possession towards the Lady Devils. Into the game here, a sub for the Lady Cougars.
Checking in the Lady Cougar lineup, number 11, Sydney Perkins.
Sydney Perkins checks into the game here for the Lady Cougars. So one of the young 8th graders here, and a foul is whistled on the floor on Jenna Nash. That will be Nash's first, and the team's 4th. So Owensboro to pass in. They give it in here to Williams. Williams off to Smith. Smith down the right side, poked out from behind by Rachel Snyder with 11.9 seconds. And you could tell that that was poked out with some force because it went and it smacked off the back of the gym there and came flying back into the court. Lawrence out front to Rabilakova with 10 seconds. Shot by Smith off the left elbow, no good. Rebound by Williams is up, no good. Rebound this time chased down by Renfro. Renfro with 3 seconds. Working down the left side. She's got to get a shot up, and it's blocked by Lawrence. That's the end of the first quarter, 11-8. Lady Cougars lead. This is Lady Cougar basketball right here on K105.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this.
Lady Cougars lead this one 11-8 here at the start of the second quarter. They led 11-2 at one point. But fighting back were the Lady Devils to take this lead here the Lady Cougars still lead. Renfro has things straight away. Over to the right wing. Rachel takes a three. It's up, no good, off the back of the iron. Rebound pulled down by Annie Kuiper. An athletic rebound there by the freshman guard for the Lady Cougars. Right elbow Rachel. Out to the right wing. Straight away out front to Renfro. Renfro now is going to back things out, and she's going to run things at the point. Gets a screen from Rachel. Guarded by Lawrence. Passes back to Rachel. She's triple teamed in the post. Out to Kuiper. Kuiper straight away. Renfro. Three is no good. Kuiper with a rebound. She gives it off to Renfro. She takes a shot from 10 feet in and banks it in off the left side. Kenzie Renfro with the basket. 13-8, the Lady Cougars lead this one. Owensboro drives this one down the left side, and a foul is going to be whistled there on the Lady Cougars.
Fouls on Grayson County's number 4, Jenna Nash.
It's called on Nash. That's her second, and the team's fifth.
Tamia Smith at the line for 2.
So Tamia Smith will go to the free throw line, where she is shooting 45.5%, but she makes the first one.
Number 41, Reagan Cave.
Cave checks into the game. Jenna Nash will take a seat. And the second one by Smith is no good. Rebound is taken there by Williams, and she puts it up and in. Owensboro came in as the third best rebounding team in the region. Lady Cougars were second. They've pulled down a couple of those rebounds here early on, and it's just a 2-point game here, 13-11. Lady Devils have fought back after an early deficit. Pass stolen away by Hughes. Hughes down the right lane, poked out from behind by Renfro. Possession here will stay with the Lady Devils as it goes out of bounds into the cheerleaders there for Grayson County. Robinson checks in. She has 2 fouls. Out front to Rabilakova. Over to the right side, Smith. Smith quickly double teams. She's going to back it out now into the corner. Back to Rabilakova. Fight for it on the floor. Pulled down by Renfro. Renfro gives it off to Perkins, who remains into the game. The 8th grader getting some minutes here. Down the left side. Outside to Cave. Cave out front to Perkins. Perkins over to the right side to Kuiper. Three-pointer, right wing. Good! Annie Kuiper with a 3 basket to stop the bleeding there for the Lady Cougars. Can the full court press keep up? Hughes drives it down. Behind the back pass to Smith off the left side is good. Beautiful pass by Hughes. This time the behind the back works, and it's found with Smith, who has 5 points for the Lady Devils. Kuiper straight away. Over to the right side, Cave. She'll take a 3. That one's no good. Rebound is taken there by Williams. Williams, outlet pass up to Smith. Smith off the right wing. She now is double teamed, and a timeout taken there by Owensboro. We'll take it with him. 16-13, Lady Cougars lead. This is Lady Cougar basketball right here on K105.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Timeout coming here by Owensboro. 16-13, Lady Cougars lead. As Owensboro has taken 2 timeouts in this game, the Lady Cougars have led by as much as 9. Out front, Williams. She'll take the 3 from straight away for the tie, and it's not even close. Way off to the right, Riggs with a rebound. She tries to pass off to Renfro, but Smith knocks that one into the Grayson County student section. As Renfro passes it into Riggs, who's going to run things here at the point. Riggs over. This pass stolen away here by Lawrence. Lawrence has it stolen away by Riggs, but it'll run down, and on the floor, Lawrence comes down with it. She gives it off to Williams, who tries to pass off to Smith, who has to run it down in the corner, and she's quickly double-teamed by Kuiper and Cave. Smith steps on the line. They don't call it. Rabilakova runs it down, and the ball is just bouncing all over the place. Jump ball possession stays here with the Lady Devils, though. The ball kind of rolling around, bouncing around like a pinball. 16-13, Lady Cougars lead. 5:19 to play in the second quarter. Outside here, Hughes. Hughes off out front to Rabilakova. Over to the left side, Smith. Smith back to Rabilakova. Rabilakova to Hughes. Hughes tries to pass it down inside to Rabilakova. Robinson with a steal off to Renfro. Renfro angling it back towards the near side. Off the shot is up and good. And an offensive foul is whistled on Kenzie Renfro.
Offensive foul on Grayson County's number 22, Kenzie Renfro. That's her second, team number 6.
And that's Renfro's second foul in her team's 6. As they pass that into Hughes. Hughes behind the back dribble, picked up by Kuiper and Renfro. Renfro's got to be careful. She has 2 fouls. Cave gets a hand on that. Renfro runs it down at first. Hughes then will run it down on the floor, coming down with it, and jump ball here. Possession will go towards the Lady Cougars. Ted Hill keeping Kenzie Renfro on the floor with 2 fouls. With 4 minutes and 50 seconds to play in the second quarter. He's going to trust his senior guard, who picked up her 1,000th career point in the last quarter. That he knows that his offense needs her on the floor. He saw that at the end of the North Hardin game. It's just not the same without the leading scorer out there. Riggs into the corner to Renfro. Renfro 3 from the far corner. Good! Kenzie Renfro knocks down the 3. Grayson County leads 19-13. 4.5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Rabilakova on the right wing, guarded by Cave. Outside to the Hughes. Hughes swings a pass over to Smith. Smith double teamed. Renfro gets a hand on it. She comes down with a steal. Angling it back here towards the near side. Passes down to the right block. The shot is up by Riggs. She finishes. Kenzie Renfro with a nice assist. They pass this in, and the defense, when it's been able to get set for the Lady Cougars, says here's another steal. Riggs passes it into the hands of Robinson. Robinson off to Renfro, and she's fouled there by Hughes.
Hughes, her first, team's 5th.
Hughes first and the team's 5th.
Checking in for the Lady Devils.
Subs coming in here for Owensboro. Chandler Worth checks into the game. Rabilakova will take a seat. And the other sub was, I believe, Crystal Pappas. Renfro straight away here with 3:50 to play in the first half. Lady Cougars lead 21-13. Riggs on the right wing. Out front here to Cave. Cave thinks about driving in, does a handoff pass here to Kuiper. Kuiper back to Cave. She'll take a 3. Right wing is way short. Rebound is taken there by Hughes. Hughes double team. She gets around both defenders. Outlet pass down to Lawrence. Lawrence goes off the left side. Kuiper partially blocks that and throws it inbounds, does Owensboro, and a fight for it as it goes right in between both Cave and Williams. And it's a jump ball as both players grabbed a hold of the ball. So possession here will go towards Owensboro. Bailey Snyder will check into the game. That's a good sign as she left with an injury earlier in the quarter. Riggs checks out. Lawrence to pass in. They throw it into Williams. Williams guarded by Robinson. They immediately give it off to Hughes. Hughes at the free throw line, passes down to Williams off the left side. And Brooklyn Williams, she has 8 points. She came into the game only averaging 2.8, and she's got 8 here tonight. Left side, Bailey Snyder. Outside, Cave. Cave over to Kuiper. Kuiper to Snyder. Snyder pump fakes off to Cave. Cave, deep three, right wing is no good. And the rebound there is Pappas. Pappas gives it off to Hughes. Hughes tries to pass it back to Pappas, but Annie Kuiper says no ma'am and knocks it out of bounds. Annie Kuiper is doing a nice job in this full court press, not letting Owensboro move this ball quickly at all. Robinson with a steal on the inbounds pass. Trying to find help. She loses it, takes 2 dribbles off to Reagan Cave. Cave looking for help of her own. She'll take another 3 from the right wing. That one goes in and out. Bailey Snyder with a rebound. And a foul is whistled on Bailey Snyder.
Number 34, Bailey Snyder, her first, team number 7.
Ted Hill did not agree with that call. But apparently the whatever explanation he got, well, maybe not. It's not good enough from the official. As he walks away and just does a little bit of a shake of his head. Lyric Lawrence to the free throw line.
At the line to shoot 1 and a bonus.
She's a 47% shooter on the season. Again, Owensboro as a team only shoots 45.8%. And she makes the first part of the bonus. So she will get another free throw. The second free throw is in and out, and the rebound is a foul is going to be whistled there on Owensboro underneath. Called on Chandler Worth. It's her first, the team's 6th.
Number 22, Chandler Worth, her first, team number
21-16, Lady Cougars lead, 2:38 to play here in the second quarter. Kuiper straight away, running things at the point here for the Lady Cougars. Left wing to Robinson. Robinson trying to find help, gives it off to Cave. Cave dribbles it now at the free throw line, passes off to Renfro. Renfro down the left side, splits 2 defenders. Shot is partially blocked by Worth, but a foul is whistled on that drive, called on Owensboro. And they're going to say Worth got a little bit of too much of her arm on that shot. That's Worth's second in the team 7th. Renfro to the free throw line, where she is 60.4% on the year, and she makes the first one. Renfro on Friday night was 7 of 12 from the charity stripe. Lady Cougars as a team, though, struggled as a whole, 13 of 22. Renfro makes them both, though. She's 3 of 3 to start this game. She has a big start already as Lawrence tried to pass this in, but it goes out of bounds off of Reagan Cave. Worse to pass it in this time. They give it into Hughes. Hughes has it right in the middle. She spins all the way around almost twice. This time her pass is stolen by Renfro off the right side. The basket is good. Kenzie Renfro having a monster game here tonight. Now another one stolen by Renfro. Renfro has got to have 5 or 6 steals in this game. Passes off to Bailey off the right side. The basket is good. Bailey Snyder with a basket this time. Another assist to Kenzie Renfro. Off to the far side, Hughes. Hughes passes off here right into the middle. Jump pass to Pappas, who has it in the left front court. Lady Cougars lead by 11. Lawrence, 10-foot jump shot from the far side. She knocks it home and stops the bleeding. 27-18. Lady Cougars lead, a minute and a half to play here in the first half. Kenzie Renfro having a monster game, though. She wanted to leave no doubt about that 1,000-point club here tonight. Right wing drives it down. Her shot is up, no good. Rebound tapped around and finally goes out of bounds off of Owensboro. So possession here will stay with the Lady Cougars.
Number 33, Kaylin Souders.
Sub coming in. Kaylin Souders checks in there for Owensboro. As they pass this into Cave. Souders averages 1.5 points a game for the Lady Devils. Left wing Cave. At the free throw line, passes off to Renfro. Renfro from the free throw line. Her shot is good. She rattles it home. Her career high is 33 points. And now a steal on the inbound, but they're going to whistle a jump ball as Reagan Cave just took that one right away from Souders, but the Lady Cougars are going to get the possession here. Into the game for Owensboro is Nia Gonzo. And also into the game is Rabila Kova. And also Laura Vincent checks into the game for the Lady Cougars. With 1 minute and 4 seconds to play in the second quarter, her first minutes since leaving the John Harden game with an injury. Bailey Snyder, three from the far side, is no good. Rebound is pulled down on the floor. Jump ball. Possession goes towards Owensboro. Laura Vincent with a massive smile on her face, and you got to think how good that must feel for her, because her original diagnosis was a torn ACL, which would have meant her high school career was over. Renfro with another near steal here on the inbounds pass. You got to just think how good that feels for Laura to actually get back on the floor when she thought her high school career at one moment might be over. To pass this in, Worth. She throws it into the far side to Souders, and a foul is whistled there on the Lady Cougars. Called on Bailey Snyder.
Number 34, Bailey Snyder. Her second, team number 8.
Her second, team's 8th. So to the free throw line will be Kaylin Souders.
Kaylin Souders at the line,
where she is shooting 20% for the season. And her first attempt is short. Rebound by Bailey. Bailey angling it back towards the far side. Off to Renfro. Renfro, right wing three is no good. Kuiper with the rebound. Off to Cave. Cave hands it off to Renfro with 35 seconds to play here in this half. Off to the right wing. Bailey Snyder with a three. That one's no good. Rebound by Renfro. Renfro down to the right block to Laura Vincent. Passes off to Bailey. Bailey outside to Renfro. Renfro back to Bailey. Bailey at the right elbow. Passes off to Cave. Three-pointer left wing. That one's no good. Rebound by Gonzo with 15 seconds. Gonzo trying to find help, and a foul is called. I think they're going to call that on Reagan Cave. It'll be on Cave.
Number 41, Reagan Cave. Her first, team number 9.
It's her first and the team's 9th. So to the free throw line is Nia Gonzo. I'm not sure if she'll go with her same. Rachel Snyder will come in now, as will Arissa Riggs. Laura Vincent will check out.
And number 5, Arissa Riggs.
And Reagan Cave will check out. So Riggs and Rachel into the game. Gonzo shoots it with one hand, but she has the second highest percentage on the team. Whatever works. And that one is no good. Off the back of the iron. Rebound by Rachel. Rachel with 8 seconds. Off to Riggs. Riggs has Renfro open on the right wing. He gives it to her. Deep three, right wing is no good. The rebound is not in time. 29-18, Lady Cougars lead. This is Lady Cougar basketball right here on K105.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
When you or a loved one is ready to seek help for a drug addiction, don't let the moment pass. Instead of wasting precious time searching the internet and spending hours on the phone, you can find help now. Because the keys to finding treatment are right at your fingertips. Go online to findhelpnowky.org, answer 5 optional questions, and in less than a minute, get a list of every Kentucky-based treatment provider accepting clients. Findhelpnowky.org. Finding addiction treatment is easier than ever.
Fast Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to the Cougar Den, where the Lady Cougars lead this one 29-18 at the half. Coming up on the halftime show, we'll run down the scoring from this game and scores from around the region as this is Lady Cougar basketball right here on K105.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother, and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to the halftime show right here on K105. Sam Gormley with you. So we'll run down some scores from around the region, but of course the only one that matters. Lady Cougars lead this one 29-18 at the half. And it's been the Kenzie Renfro show. As Don Brown, our illustrious sports writer, says that he has never seen, at least coming to memory, of a triple-double. We're just going to say that from his stats right now, we possibly could be seeing that tonight. There's still a lot of basketball left to play. But we'll just say that there's a possibility. In fact, it's not absolutely crazy to say that we could be looking at a quadruple doubles. There's what we call in the radio business a tease. So we'll be throwing that here in just a minute and talk a little bit more about that. But first, let's run down some scores from around the region. A final in girls basketball, E-Town defeats Central Hardin 74-40. In girls basketball in the third region, Owensboro Catholic 57, Hancock County 31. That is a final down at Edmonson County in the third regional All-A championship game. In boys basketball, Warren Central leads Allen County Scottsville 19-6 late in the first quarter down there. And let's see if I have any other scores really to bring you right now. Warren Central defeats Allen County Scottsville 37-28. That's the final score there. In girls basketball, Hart County 53, Franklin Simpson 38. In boys basketball, LaRue County leads Thomas Nelson 40-26 at the start of the fourth quarter there. And in boys basketball at the end of three, E-Town leads Fort Knox 69-46. Those are some scores from around the region that I have to bring you right now on this Monday evening. Again, the Lady Cougars, though, lead this one over Owensboro 29-18. We'll run down the scoring from this game coming up. This is Lady Cougar basketball right here on K105.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind, and when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
The Twin Lakes Fast Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to the halftime show right here on K105. Lady Cougars lead this one over Owensboro 29-18. Running down the scoring from this game, first for the visiting Owensboro Lady Devils. Leading scorer is Brooklyn Williams. She has 8 points, 5 points for Tamia Smith, 3 points for Lyrica Hughes, and 2 points for Lyric Lawrence. For the Lady Cougars, it's Kenzie Renfro. She leads the way. She has 18 points while also having 7 steals, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. I want to thank the illustrious sports writer Don Brown for those. So we're just saying that it's not completely crazy for us to talk maybe triple-double. I mean, it's probably the first time I think we've been able. I know that Kenzie last year in a game came close. I don't remember which game it was off the top of my head, but I remember she came close. That's all I have. I can't remember which one it was, and I can't remember whether it was points, rebounds, assists, what might it have been, but she came close. Other scores, 3 points for Annie Kuiper, and then 2 points apiece for Bailey Snyder, Rachel Snyder, Ella Robinson, and Arissa Riggs. Again, Kenzie Renfro also scored her 1,000th career point in this game. Lady Cougars, though, lead this one 29-18. The second half of action is after this. This is Lady Cougar basketball right here on K105.
One of the interesting things about farming is that probably no 2 days are exactly the same. The day-to-day things are not chores to us. They're work sometimes, but yet in the long run, they're things that we are very passionate about doing on a daily basis. We're a part of providing a quality product to our urban neighbors.
From our hands to yours.
We are Kentucky beef producers, helping to feed Kentucky.
Kentucky Farm Families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Nice pool, lady.
What are you doing?
Oh, just giving you a taste of what it's like for us fish.
Well, what do you mean?
You people throw all this stuff on the ground, and it washes down the storm drain right into my pool. Ew, yourself. Don't just squawk about it. Stop it before us fish have to take matters into our own hands. Flippers!
Help keep Kentucky's waterways cleaner by keeping trash off the ground. Visit our website to find out how you can help.
The Twin Lakes Fast Mix, K105.
It's time for the second half of action. Lady Cougars lead this one 29-18. They will start the half with the ball. Again, Kenzie Renfro's line right now, 18 points, 7 steals, 4 rebounds, and three assists. Could we go put ourselves in triple-double watch? We will wait and see. She already has that 18-point mark. So here comes Renfro straight away with the ball off to the right side to Nash. Nash will pass it off to Robinson, who spins all the way around out front to Bailey. Bailey drives it down the right side. She splits 2 defenders, goes up with a shot. It's good. Bailey Snyder with a quick basket. Lady Cougars have their largest lead of this game at 13 points, 31-18. Rabilakova, cross-court pass to Hughes. Hughes down inside, an 18-foot jump shot is no good. Rebound tapped out into the hands of Rabilakova. She's picked up by Kenzie Renfro at first. Now a spinning all the way around does Williams. Shot's no good. Rebound by Rachel. Rachel trying to find help, has it stolen by Hughes, who goes up with a shot. And Lyrica Hughes gets her 5th point of this game. Renfro over to Bailey in the far corner. Bailey drives it to the free throw line, goes up with a shot. It is no good. Rebound by Bailey. That shot's no good. Rebound by Jenna Nash, who goes up with a shot, and she's fouled. Foul whistled on Lyric Lawrence. It's her second, and the team's first here. Kuiper to check in.
Jenna Nash at the line.
Jenna Nash at the free throw line to shoot 2 on the season. Nash is a 22% shooter. She misses the first one. Again, if you just joined us, Lady Cougars jumped out to an 11-2 lead early in this game, but Owensboro came back and brought it to within 2 at one point. Lady Cougars, though, have brought this one open as Jenna Nash makes the second basket, and now she nearly gets a steal here in the backcourt, but instead knocks it out of bounds into the cheerleaders there of the Lady Cougars. Into Hughes. Hughes cross-court to Rabilakova. Rabilakova runs it into the corner, gives it off here to Williams. Williams out front to Lawrence. Lawrence off to Hughes. Deep 3, left wing, way off to the left, but it banks in. The bank is open. 8 points for Hughes. Renfro, handoff here to Kuiper. Kuiper's going to run things here in between the circles for the Lady Cougars. Minute and a half into the third quarter. 32-23. Grayson County leads Owensboro. Lady Cougars looking for their 10th win on the year. Left wing, Jenna Nash. To the free throw line to Renfro. Renfro jump pass out to Nash. Three-pointer is no good. Rebound by Renfro. There's 8 rebounds there for, 5 rebounds for Renfro. The shot is up and good off the left side by Kuiper. So Kuiper will go to the free throw line. Lyric Lawrence picks up her 3rd foul and the team's 2nd. Kuiper to the free throw line, checking into the game for Owensboro is Chandler Worth. Kuiper to the free throw line to try and convert on the and one. It goes in and out. Rebound there by Owensboro. Off to Pappas, who's immediately picked up by Renfro right when she crosses half court. Gets a screen from Hughes, now guarded by Nash. Back out to Hughes. The 8th grader on the senior. Off to the left side, Pappas. Pappas immediately with a hand in her face is Nash. And a foul is called on
Grayson County's number 4, Jenna Nash. That's her
on
3rd.
Jenna Nash.
Team's first for the half.
That'll be Nash's 3rd. As they said, she tried to fight through the screen too hard. Out front to Rabilakova, stolen away by Bailey at first, but Rabilakova runs down back on it. Rabilakova needs help. Passes to Williams straight away over to the right side to Pappas. Pappas, an 18-foot jump shot, is airball. Rebound by Kenzie Renfro. 6 rebounds for the senior. Renfro down the left side. Cross court to Jenna Nash. 18-foot jump shot, no good. Rebound out of bounds off of Annie Kuiper. Renfro's line now stands at 18 points, 7 steals, and 6 rebounds. And this is all unofficial. From the illustrious sports writer, Don Brown. And as we always say, if it's wrong, you know where to find him. Renfro with a steal on the inbounds down the left side. The shot is up, no good. Rebound tapped out into the hands of Bailey Snyder, who's going to swing things out here and running things straight away over to the left side to Jenna Nash. Her shot is up and no good. Rebound there by Renfro. Renfro out front to Bailey Snyder. Snyder drives it down. Her shot is up and good. Bailey Snyder. 2 quick buckets here in this third quarter. 36-23. Inside to Rabilakova. Rabilakova passes off here to Smith. Smith back to Rabilakova. Stolen away by Nash. Jenna Nash playing some good minutes today. Off to Renfro. Renfro drives it down the left side. Bodies up. Spins around. Goes up with a shot. And she's fouled, so she will go to the free throw line. Foul called on Rabilakova.
Her second.
That's her second,
Team's third.
and the team's third. If you're tracking with us at home, Rabilikova was the one that picked up the foul on Kenzie Renfro's 1,000th point that I missed. Renfro makes the first one. I was caught up in the moment. It happens. 37-23, Lady Cougars lead. Make that 38-23 as Kenzie Renfro has 20 points. 4:45 to play in the third quarter. Rabilikova to the middle to Hughes, to left side to Smith. 18-foot from the left elbow, no good. Renfro with a rebound. Renfro up the far side of the court and spins all the way around. Passes down to Bailey Snyder, who's blocked by by Worth. And they're going to call a jump ball. Possession goes here towards Owensboro. Kenzie Renfro knocking on the door of the triple-double, and I think it is no longer a watch. It's coming down here as there's a pass out of bounds, run down, and she throws it in off. Lindsey Gibson ran down and actually did a nice job knocking that one in off of Ella Robinson. I think that was actually a good call by the official. Worth to pass in. She throws it into Williams, bouncing around, goes up with a shot, and they're going to whistle a foul on Robinson. For Robinson, that's her third and the team's second. So to the free throw line is Brooklyn Williams. 44% on the season is the freshman. Her first one is good. Dribbling and spinning in her hand a couple of times goes the freshman. Her second attempt is no good. Rebound by Annie Kuiper. Kuiper to the middle to Robinson. Robinson off to the left side to Renfro. Renfro drives it down, cross court to Kuiper, goes through her hands and out of bounds. Renfro put a little bit too much on that, and I'm not sure Annie Kuiper was ready for it, as Renfro drove to the baseline and fired a pass to her. I think Ted Hill just said, it's okay, it's not a big deal. Nash knocks that one out of bounds, and Jenna Nash has done that probably 3 or 4 times tonight. She's not technically getting anything in the stat book for it at all, but she's just disrupting passes ever so slightly. This time Bailey Snyder tries to do it, but Owensboro recovers. Hughes down the left side, now is going to back it up, picks up her dribble. Nash picks it up. This time Nash almost gets a steal. Hughes, though, somehow keeps it. Into the corner, a three-pointer is no good by Owensboro. Rebound by Williams, and she's fouled hard by Ella Robinson. For Robinson, that's her 4th foul, and the team's 3rd. As that three-pointer by Owensboro was by Lindsey Gibson. To the free throw line is Brooklyn Williams. 1 of 2 tonight. 44% coming into tonight's game. The first one is good, the friendly roll.
Checking back in for Grayson County. Number 1, Laura Vincent.
Laura Vincent checks in. And taking a seat was Ella Robinson. The second attempt coming from the freshman Brooklyn Williams. That would move her into, she's already moved into double figures with 10 points, but she'll make it 11. And she'll take a seat now as Gonzo will check in. And Rachel Snyder will check into the game for Jenna Nash. So on the floor for the Lady Cougars, Vincent, Kuiper, Renfro, and then Bailey and Rachel Snyder. Snyder, cross-court pass to Renfro. Renfro passes off to Rachel off the left side. The basket's good. The foul, count the assist. The basket good by Rachel Snyder. Gonzo with a foul.
Gonzo, it's her second, team's 4th. Rachel Snyder at the line, shooting the and 1.
Rachel Snyder to try and convert on the and 1. And make it a 41-26 lead for the Lady Cougars. And she does just that. 41-26, 3:45 to play in the third quarter. Passes it in, stolen away by Rachel. Rachel down the right side, loses it, and it's run down by Smith. Smith working 1-on-2, nearly has it stolen away by Renfro. This time Renfro almost comes down with it, but it goes out of bounds. That would have been steal number 9 for Kenzie Renfro, but she sticks with 8. Lawrence will check into the game for the Lady Devils. 41-26, 3:38 to play in the third quarter. Lady Cougars lead this one. As they pass this in to the 8th grader Hughes, who's guarded by Kuiper. It's a future matchup to watch here in future years between Kuiper and Hughes. Kuiper, the freshman. Left side, three-pointer is no good, short by Gibson. And the rebound goes out of bounds. Possession goes towards the Lady Cougars. 41-26, 3:21 to play in the third quarter. Kuiper over to the left wing. Bailey Snyder, deep three, no good. And the long rebound is out of bounds off of Laura Vincent. Possession to the Lady Cougars. 3:14 to play in the third quarter. Lady Cougars again have this 15-point lead. They'll throw this into Hughes. Lady Cougars going to back off into a man-to-man defense. Half court. Hughes off to Lawrence. Lawrence to the left side, passes off to Smith. Smith at 18 feet out, gives it back outside to Gibson. Gibson outside to Hughes. Hughes swings a pass over to the left side to Lawrence. Lawrence gets a screen, drives it down. Her floater inside the lane is no good. Rebound by Gonzo. Her shot is up, no good. That rebound is knocked into the hands of Renfro. Renfro with a rebound. Length of the court pass is knocked off of the backboard. Bailey Snyder with a rebound. That shot's up and good. I'm not sure you can give Kenzie Renfro an assist for that. Probably the backboard deserves it. Left side, Lawrence goes up with a shot. It's no good. Rebound by Gonzo. She falls down. So possession will go back to the Lady Cougars. Subs coming in galore here for Owensboro. Rabilakova, Worth, and Williams. 43-26, Lady Cougars lead this, 2:20 to play in the third quarter. Vincent, shot from 10 feet is no good. She gets the rebound back, passes it out here straight away. Renfro, three is no good. There's the rebound. There's 10 rebounds for Renfro. She goes up with a shot, and she's fouled. So to the free throw line will be Kenzie Renfro. Worth picks up the foul. That's her third, and the team's fifth. Renfro's first shot is good. Reagan Cave checks in. Laura Vincent checks out. Second free throw is no good by Renfro. She'll run down the rebound, and she gets it back. Now she's going to drive it down the far baseline. Passes off to Cave. That shot's up, no good. Rebound by Cave. That shot's up, no good. Long rebound by Kuiper. Kuiper out front to Rachel. Rachel passes off to Renfro. 18-foot jump shot from the far baseline, no good. Kuiper with the rebound. She goes up with a shot. That shot's no good. Long rebound is saved inbounds by Bailey Snyder. Now it's run down by Kuiper, who gives it off to Rachel Snyder. What a job. From the left elbow, 15-foot jump shot, no good by Rachel. This time Owensboro comes down with a rebound. An official timeout as Annie Kuiper comes up holding her back. And immediately Arissa Riggs going to check in. And she holds her back or her side. And I hope that that's not an, okay, I got to use my muscles. An oblique, I think, is that what that muscle is. And I hope that that's not what it is. I don't want to speculate, but that is a painful injury. Renfro with a steal, but her foot was on the baseline, is what the official says. Well, now they're going to talk this over. No, they're not. I thought they were going to talk it over. So they're going to let Owensboro keep this one. I thought Renfro might have had steal number 9. Rabilakova trying to get it across court with 90 seconds to play in the third quarter. She drives it into the corner. She's double teamed, passes off. Riggs nearly has the steal. Now she passes it off to Hughes. Hughes, cross court. Driving it down is Worth. She has a wide open shot at the lane. A whistle is blown and an offensive foul is going to be called on Owensboro's Brooklyn Williams. That's only her first and the team's sixth. 44-26 though, the Lady Cougars lead this one. Renfro to Rachel. And Rachel's going to back things out here, running things at the point for the Grayson County Lady Cougars. trying to go for their 10th win on the season. Passes off to Bailey, shot, left wing, no good, rebound, pulled down long by Renfro. Renfro out front. Jump pass off to Cave, three-pointer, right wing is no good. Bailey with a rebound, her shot's up, no good. She saves the rebound into the hands of Hughes. Hughes up the far side of the court, angling it back towards the near side, tries a behind-the-back dribble again, this time taken away by Cave. Cave outlet pass here to Renfro. Renfro is fouled from behind by Hughes, and that's an easy call by the official. For Hughes, that's her second, in the team's 7th. Timeout by Owensboro. We'll take it with him. 44-26 to play with 42 seconds to play in the third quarter. It's Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter, a college student,
a mother, and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Kenzie Renfro entered this game needing 1 point from 1,000. She has a chance to make this one even more memorable, as Renfro has 21 points, 12 rebounds, 8 steals, and 4 assists. She's 2 steals away from a triple-double, which to our records is the first one since who knows when. We can't imagine the first one in school history, but that's not necessarily a stat that's kept, because on the KHSAA's website, steals and assists are not tracked, only rebounds and points. So Renfro will shoot 2 here out of the timeout by Owensboro.
Shooting 1 in the bonus.
Oh, in fact, no, she's shooting 1 in the bonus. I thought it was a shooting foul. She misses that one. The rebound is knocked out of bounds by Cave. 40 seconds to play in the third quarter. 44-26. Lady Cougars lead this one. They pass it into the middle to Hughes. Hughes spins all the way around. Outlet pass here to the near side to Owensboro. Over to the far side, Worth. Worth out to Hughes. Hughes to Souders, who passes it out here. Driving it down is Rabilakova. Jump pass out to Hughes. Hughes immediately picked up by Rachel. And now off to Riggs. Zone defense now. Three-pointer left wing, no good. And the rebound is pulled down on the floor by Vincent. Vincent's pass, though, stolen away by Hughes, and she's fouled from behind by Reagan Cave. And immediately, Reagan Cave went to help her up. Obviously, no malintent on that. 11.4 seconds to play in the third quarter. 44-26. To pass in. Nearly a 5-second, and they get into Hughes, but Arissa Riggs sticks her hand in there and knocks it out of bounds. 10.7 seconds to play in the third quarter now. They pass it into Rabilakova. Guarded by Renfro. Over to the right side to Worth. Worth out front, now over to the left side. Down to the left block, the shot is up, no good. Rebound by Vincent, off to Renfro, who attempts a half-court shot that is no good. It wouldn't have counted anyways. So at the end of 3, Lady Cougars lead 44-26. It's Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Here to the Cougar Den. Lady Cougars lead 44-26 here with 8 minutes to go here at the start of the fourth quarter. As on the floor to start the quarter, Nash, Snyder, Vincent, Riggs, and Rachel Snyder. Renfro, left side to Vincent, outside to Rachel. Rachel at the free throw line, drives it down, does Snyder, passes out to Riggs, it's over her head, and that's going to be an over and back. So possession will go here towards Owensboro. They trail this one 44-26 at the start of the fourth quarter. Kenzie Renfro earlier tonight joined the 1,000-point club, and she's now knocking on the door of a triple-double. By our count, she has 21 points, 12 rebounds, and 8 steals. Cross court, here to Pappas. Pappas drives it down the left lane, pulls up from 10 feet. That shot's no good. Rebound is up and in by Souders. So Souders gets our first points here of this fourth quarter. Renfro drives down the left lane, pulls up, shot is up, no good. Rebound, tapped around, and pulled down long by Riggs. Right side Cave, passes off to Nash, three-pointer near corner, good! Jenna Nash knocks down a three. And the Lady Cougars lead this one by 19 points, 47-28. Gonzo passes off to Lawrence, stolen away by Renfro. Renfro down the left side, the shot is up and good. Kenzie Renfro with the basket. One steal away from a triple-double is Kenzie Renfro. To the middle is Pappas. Pappas jump pass outside here to Lawrence. And Lawrence gives it off now straight away to Smith. Smith outside to Lawrence. Against Kenzie Renfro is one steal away from a triple-double. Lawrence drives it down, and a foul reach-in will be called on Arissa Riggs. No, Reagan Cave. That'll be Cave's third and the team's fifth. Subs coming in, Bailey Snyder and Annie Kuiper. Vincent and Riggs check out. Lady Cougars lead this one 49-28, 6:25 to play in tonight's game. They pass it in, three-pointer by Smith is no good. Long rebound by Kuiper. Kuiper to the near side, outlet pass down to Nash. Nash down inside to Bailey, who nearly stolen away by Lawrence, but Nash runs it down. Straight away Cave, three-pointer is no good. Rebound is there by Nash. She goes up with a shot, it's no good. Rebound this time is a jump ball. Possession goes towards Owensboro. Looking to pass this in. They give it into Lawrence. Lawrence stole, almost a steal by Renfro. That would have been the triple-double, but a foul is called. And I think that was a good call. It was a good call. For Renfro, that's her third and the team's sixth. They pass it in. Gonzo wide open on the right block. Nearly walks with it, but she goes up and she makes it off the right side. Gonzo puts her name into the scorebook. Renfro at the free throw line, spins around, passes off to Kuiper. That shot's up, no good. Gonzo with a rebound. Gonzo is wrapped up by Kuiper, whose arm was stuck in her arm. Kuiper's arm was stuck in Gonzo's arm, and she was just dragging her around like a rag doll. Sania Gonzo's 6'1". They're going to call a foul on Annie Kuiper. I think Annie's saying, what can I do? She had me wrapped up. They're going to call that foul every time. Robinson checks in. Bailey Snyder checks out.
Leah Gonzo will be at the line, shooting one in the bonus.
So Gonzo to the free throw line, where it has been ugly for her tonight, 0 for 3. And she makes that one. So it's you call the old announcer's jinx. It can work in the negative no matter what. The second one from Gonzo, she makes them both, and both of those look really good. They pass this into Renfro. Renfro angles it back towards the middle, tries to pass off, and the pass is run down by Owensboro's Souders. Again, Renfro, one steal away from the triple-double. Passes off to Gonzo. Gonzo's blocked by Nash, but they're going to call a foul on Jenna. That'll be Nash's fourth. And the team's 8, 49-32.
Number 4, Jenna Nash.
5:34 to play in the game. Gonzo back to the free throw line to shoot 2. And that one she misses. Rachel Snyder will check in next stoppage of play. And that one is good by Gonzo. Rachel Snyder will check in. Reagan Cave will check out. Renfro straight away. 49-33, Lady Cougars lead, 5:20 to play. Left wing, Rachel. Out front to Jenna Nash, into the corner to Renfro. Renfro passes down to the right block to Robinson, who taps it off to Nash. That shot's no good. Nash with a rebound, though. She goes up with it, is blocked by Gonzo. Gonzo with a rebound, trying to find help, and finds it with Smith. Smith up the far side of the court. Smith trying to get it across the timeline and gets it with Pappas. Pappas at the free throw line, passes off into the corner to Lawrence. Lawrence needs help in the corner. Renfro guarding her, passes down inside to Gonzo. Smith comes down with it. The shot is up, no good. Rebound by Gonzo. Her shot's up and good. Gonzo's having a big quarter here. And just like that, it's a 14-point game. Robinson off the left side. That shot's no good. Gonzo with a rebound. Jump ball there on it as Nash runs down. Possession stays with the Lady Cougars. Renfro to pass in to the far side to Rachel. Out front to Annie Kuiper, who has to reach up high to get this. She gives it back now to the senior Kenzie Renfro. Left side Rachel. She'll take the three from the left wing. In and out. Rebound by Lawrence. Lawrence falls down and a foul is whistled on the floor. If it's on Jenna Nash, that's 5. And that's 5th on Jenna Nash.
Number 4, Jenna Nash.
She fouls out of the game with four points here tonight.
Reagan Cave checking back in for Grayson County.
So Reagan Cave will check into the game. To the free throw line will be Lyric Lawrence.
Lawrence is at the line shooting 1 in the bonus.
47% on the year. She will shoot 1 in the bonus. That was the 7th foul on the the 9th foul on the Lady Cougars, and she makes the first one. Just like that, this game is getting a little bit closer. She misses the second with a rebound. Smith goes up with a shot, no good. Robinson comes down with a rebound there. Renfro down the left side, passes off to Rachel. That shot's up, no good. Rebound out of bounds, tried to be saved in by Renfro. Possession goes towards Owensboro. 4 minutes to play, 49-36. Grayson County leads this one. Souders to pass this one in. They give it in to Gonzo. Gonzo back to Souders. Souders cross-court pass to Lawrence. Lawrence gives it off to Smith. Smith runs it down in the corner, passes off. Renfro comes down with a steal, but she stepped. Oh, it's out of bounds. And do we classify that as a steal, though? Don says yes. And we're going to give it to her. That's a triple-double for Kenzie Renfro. Left wing Renfro out front to Reagan Cave. Rachel Snyder down the left side, goes up with a shot. It is no good. Tapped around. Gonzo comes down with a rebound, and a foul is whistled there on the Lady Cougars. So Kenzie Renfro has just picked up a triple-double as Reagan Cave picks up the foul.
Her 4th, team number 10. Leah Gonzo will be at the line, shooting the double bonus.
So Gonzo to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Snyder returns to Lady Cougar line.
She makes the first one. As Bailey Snyder checks into the game, Reagan Cave checks out. And she makes the second one. And just like that, it's an 11-point game. Kuiper up the middle, off to Rachel. Left wing three is no good. Kuiper with the rebound. Jump ball. Possession goes towards Owensboro. And I think if you're Ted Hill, you just kind of take a timeout here and just say, let's take a deep breath. Off now to Smith. Smith off the left wing, 18-foot jump shot. Good by Smith. And it's a 9-point game. 3:17 to play. Renfro straight away. Screen from Snyder. Renfro, 18-foot jump shot. That's the answer for Kenzie Renfro. Smith up the near side of the court. She needs help. Timeout Owensboro will take it with him. 51-40, Lady Cougars lead. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Take it from me, quitting tobacco isn't easy. It can take several attempts before you can finally quit for good. So if at first you don't succeed, quit. Quit again. And remember, even though quitting is hard, you don't have to do it alone. Quit Now Kentucky is with you every step of the way. For free help quitting tobacco, text QUIT KY to 797979 or go to quitnowkentucky.org.
Kenzie Renfro just picked up a triple-double here tonight. She has, at this moment, 25 points, 12 rebounds, and 10 steals. Owensboro at that point had gone on a 12-0 run until Kenzie Renfro answered in a big way, as she has done tonight. But this one again has gotten down to 11. The Lady Cougars had led by as much as 21 in this game. Owensboro will have the ball here. Out of the timeout with 2:57 to play, 51-40. They lead into Smith. Smith down the near baseline, double teamed, her shot is up, no good, rebound tapped out and pulled down by Bailey Snyder. Snyder's gonna take it herself down the left side, passes off to Kuiper, out to the free throw line, Robinson, jump shot, good! That's how you answer with a basket by Ella Robinson. 13-point Lady Cougar lead. To the middle, Pappas. Here to the near side, Smith. She angles it back towards the middle. Drives it down. Shot is up. No good. Robinson with the rebound. Passes off to Rachel Snyder. Rachel up the far side of the court. Passes off to Kuiper. Kuiper outside. Snyder thinks about the three. Smartly backs it up with 2:20 to play. Off to Kenzie Renfro, who has been the one here tonight with 2:15 to play in the game. Off to Kuiper. She'll take the three from the right wing. It's long. Smith with the rebound for Owensboro. Smith up the near side of the court. Guarded by Kuiper. Nearly getting the steal. Renfro nearly comes down with another one. Pappas, 18-foot jump shot. Right elbow. No good. Rebound by Kuiper. Runs it down in the corner. She's double teamed. Throws it in. Bailey has it. Bailey Snyder, length of the court, pass to Renfro. Renfro down to the left block to Ella Robinson, who finishes with the basket. 55-40, 1:40 to play in the game. Souders passes this one in. Off here to Lawrence. Lawrence back to Souders. Souders here to the near side, Lawrence. Lawrence at the free throw line, passes down. The shot is not even going to be taken by Pappas, as she backs things out to Lawrence straight away. Left side Smith, 18-foot jump shot is no good. Rebound by Kenzie Renfro. Renfro up the far side of the court. Renfro's going to pass off to Kuiper with the right hand, finishes with the basket. An assist to Kenzie Renfro as Annie Kuiper with a basket. Timeout taken on the floor by Owensboro. We'll take it with them. Lady Cougars lead 57-40, 1:04 to play.
Nice pool, lady.
What are you doing?
Oh, just giving you a taste of what it's like for us fish.
Well, what do you mean?
You people throw all this stuff on the ground, and it washes down the storm drain right into my pool. Ew, yourself. Don't just squawk about it. Stop it before us fish have to take matters into our own hands. Flippers!
Help keep Kentucky's waterways cleaner by keeping trash off the ground. Visit our website to find out how you can help.
she only has 25-12.
At the core of most any farm is a family, and I'm proud to work with my family every day.
It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but farming is not just a living, it is a lifestyle.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming.
I think a lot of people are very happy to know that neighbors, people like us, are the ones raising their food.
And we want our neighbors to enjoy.
The Twin Lakes Fast Mix, K105.
Kenzie Renfro has had a monster game here today. 57-40 with 1:04 to play. Owensboro to pass this one in. Lady Cougars lead by 17. The Lady Devils need something to happen, and something to happen quick. Left side Hughes, she's been kept quiet. Out front to Rabilakova. Renfro nearly picks up another steal. They give it back to Hughes with 45 seconds. Rabilakova here to the near side to Lawrence. Lawrence double teamed off and through the legs of Hughes. And they pass this one off here to the Lady Cougars. Will have the ball.
Check in for the Lady Devils.
Laura Vincent will check into the game.
And checking back in for the Lady Cougars.
Checking out will be Annie Kuiper. 41.3 seconds left. Lady Cougars lead 57-40, and it appears that win number 10 will come here tonight. A win is a win. And it's been a great one here tonight for Grayson County. They'll travel to Butler County on Friday for their second district game of the year to try and pick up another one against the Lady Bears. Out front, Ella Robinson. To the left side to Bailey Snyder. Out front, Laura Vincent. Passes down to Renfro. Renfro, Euro step to the left, goes up with a shot. It's no good. Renfro with the rebound, though. She pulls it down, and a jump ball is going to be called. Possession will stay with the Lady Cougars with 10 seconds left. They can dribble this one out and get away with a W. They pass this into Vincent. It's off her hands into the hands of Lawrence with 7 seconds left. And ladies and gentlemen, it's a great day to be a Lady Cougar. Kenzie Renfro tonight, 1,000 points, a triple-double, and a 17-point victory for the Lady Cougars here as they pick up a W here tonight. Coming up on the fifth quarter show, we'll talk to her herself, Kenzie Renfro. We'll talk to Ted Hill. We'll wrap things up as this has been Lady Cougar basketball right here on K105.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
At the core of most any farm is a family, and I'm proud to work with my family every day.
It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but farming is not just a living, it is a lifestyle.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming.
I think a lot of people are very happy to know that neighbors, people like us, are the ones raising their food.
And we want our neighbors to enjoy the same product that we serve to our family.
Kentucky Farm Families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for. Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it. When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
At the core, most any farm is a family, and I'm proud to work with my family every day.
It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but farming is not just a living, it is a lifestyle.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming.
I think a lot of people are very happy to know that neighbors, people like us, are the ones raising their food.
And we want our neighbors to enjoy the same product that we serve to our family.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter, a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family, and my country. We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds.
Performance as the Grayson County Lady Cougars win this one by a final score of 57-40. But really the story of this game, we came in with a little bit of the tease of Kenzie Renfro being 1 point away from 1,000. I don't think any of us had any idea the kind of show that we were in for here tonight. Kenzie Renfro picks up her 1,000th career point and a triple-double, along with coming just 4 assists away from a quadruple-double, something that, I mean, I'm not for certain, but it's probably only happened a handful of times in the entire state. But I'm not sure how many triple-doubles have happened here in Lady Cougar history. That's not a stat that they keep. But it's going to start being kept here tonight, because we're going to be sure about that as Kenzie Renfro picks up the triple-double tonight and her 1,000th career point on January the 6th, 2020. Coming up here on the fifth quarter show, we'll talk to the head coach of the Grayson County Lady Cougars, Ted Hill. We're hopefully going to talk to Kenzie Renfro as well to see if there's really any words that you can put to put this performance here tonight. We'll also run down the full scoring from this game, scores from around the region, and so much more, as there is a lot to go on here in this fifth quarter show here tonight. And just buckle in, because we're going to make sure that it can be worth your while here tonight, more so than usual, because we'll have multiple interviews to bring you. We'll probably talk to Coach Hill and Kenzie at the same time, because when you have a performance like this, it's hard not to talk to you. We'll take a break, come back, and have more here coming up, as this is the fifth quarter show right here on K105.
Take it from me, quitting tobacco isn't easy. It can take several attempts before you can finally quit for good. So if at first you don't succeed, quit. Quit again. And remember, even though quitting is hard, you don't have to do it alone. Quit Now Kentucky is with you every step of the way. For free help quitting tobacco, text QUIT KY to 797979 or go to quitnowkentucky.org.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here. At Midway Pharmacy.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Old lady.
What are you doing?
Oh, just giving you a taste of what it's like for us fish.
Well, what do you mean?
You people throw all this stuff on the ground, and it washes down the storm drain right into my pool. Ew, yourself. Don't just squawk about it. Stop it before us fish have to take matters into our own hands. Flippers!
Help keep Kentucky's waterways cleaner by keeping trash off the ground. Visit our website to find out how you can help.
Here we come.
The Twin Lakes Fast Mix.
Welcome back here to the fifth quarter show on K105. Sam Gormley now joined courtside here by the head coach of the Lady Cougars, Ted Hill, and the star tonight, senior guard Kenzie Renfro. And Coach, you wanted to start with you.
Yes,
and then we can talk to Kenzie. I mean, you can probably guess what my first question is what she performed tonight. I mean, not only coming up with a 1,000th career point, but triple-double, coming close to a quadruple-double, which is something that you just don't see.
You don't, not at the high school level with girls. And, Kenzie does this stuff every day, so it's almost like, you don't get too tore up about it because she practices hard all the time. And she's in there battling and knocking people around and diving on the floor in practice. So when it gets to the game, it's second nature to her. And Owensboro coach there, he was like, after the game, he said, I told my kids in the timeout, this is a great compliment for Kenzie, by the way. He said, I told my kids in the timeout, if they all played like number 22, we'd never lose. He's like, that's the way you get in there and fight for things, even though she may be the smallest one on the floor. She got the biggest heart.
Other players tonight that really stood out to me, Jenna Nash. I don't know that she ended up getting a steal to her record, but there were at least 4 or 5 passes that she just knocked out of bounds that weren't necessarily steals. How important are those things that don't ever show up in the stat book, but yet for you as a coach and fans watching, that they still see it?
Oh, yeah, it's very important. I had Jenna on the top of our press in the 4 there and started her tonight. She hadn't been starting, and, she's a senior. And she hasn't complained one time. She just went out and done her job, and she was ready to get back in the lineup tonight and tickled for Jenna. Ella also, I heard them say in the locker room before I walked out, Ella had like 6 deflections and I forget how many steals and all that. So if I can keep Ella on the floor, she can do a lot of good things. She gets in early foul trouble.
Do you have anything else that you'd like to say, or would you like us to head over to?
No, I'm tickled to death. Not only with 1,000, but with our 10th win. And they're hard to play against. They're quick, and it's a region team. They're unorthodox, so you can't get in a real good flow. We miss a lot of shots, man. We got to make some shots, or that game wouldn't be close. Fired up to go to Butler County Friday night, and very excited for this one right here. One of the hardest nosed working kids I've ever coached in my life, and I've been doing it a long time.
Well, Coach, thank you. I appreciate it, and we can talk to Kenzie a little bit.
Saw her.
Kenzie, can you put this into words?
No.
I know when you walked up to me, you didn't necessarily know. I got to make sure I turned off the right microphone. Okay, I did. You didn't necessarily know that you had a triple-double. Have you ever had that at any level of basketball that you're aware of?
Yes, sir. I've had a triple-double before, but never in varsity.
Never in varsity. And I know that one of the things that always stands out to you, especially pulling out with 6 assists, 10 steals, is that you're doing things like we would say that don't show up on KHSAA. You're doing the things. Do you like that part of your game, facilitating, coming up with steals, and so on?
I love that part of my game. Passing's one of my favorite things to do. When I get a good pass and they hit an aim one, it's one of my favorite. I'd rather do that than score.
Well, tonight you did scoring as well.
Yeah.
25 points. I know you're coming into this game averaging 20.2, I think, on the season. On Friday night, you fouled out. Did you know at that time that you were 1 point away from the 1,000, or?
Yeah, because they had those things up on the scoreboard where it showed how many points you had, and I knew I was 18 away, and then I seen 17, and I fouled out, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm 1 point away. I was like, hopefully to gosh I can get it on Monday night.
I talked to Coach about this before the game, but not that it wouldn't have been amazing for you to have gotten it last Friday, but there is something special about it being at home as well, in front of, I know you have family here tonight, friends and everything. There's something special about that.
It really is. I was hoping that I would be able to get it at home, but then I got close up there, and I was like, when I found out, I was kind of like, oh, everybody wants me to get it at home anyway, so I wasn't upset about it.
when the ball went through the net, and I know you got fouled on the play as well, what was going through your mind?
I was just like, oh my gosh, it's my 1,000th point. I've worked my whole career for this. It's something that not a lot of players get to experience. So when I got to feel how it felt to be in that moment, it's really great to be in that moment.
As a senior tonight, you got to see Laura check back into the game, and I mean, 3 weeks ago it sounded like she was never going to play varsity basketball again. How good did that feel as a teammate? I know a friend. I mean, somebody that you've been playing with a long time.
It felt amazing. Having her back on the court is a reassurance to me because I thought I would never get to play with her again. So when I saw her back on the court, I felt better as a player. I mean, I kept feeding her the ball. I was like, Laura's back in, Laura's back in.
Coming up on Friday, you've got a district game coming up at Butler County. Always a tough place to play, and against a team that I remember from last year, their record might not always show it, but they're scrappy. You told me before the season something along the lines of that you want to go out a district champion, and Coach told me before the game that your number one goal as a team is to come away as the number one seed coming into home here, coming up in late February. Starting off 2-0 would do that. What are you wanting to see from your team rallying around them moving into Friday night against Butler County?
I just want to make sure that on Wednesday and Thursday we come out, we practice hard, we have good practices. If we practice good, I know we'll play good because yesterday we had one of the best practices of our life and everybody played good and I was really excited. So if we have a good practice on Wednesday and Thursday, I feel like Friday will be a breeze for us. They're a scrappy team and they're a good team, but I feel like we can beat them if we play our game.
Well, Kenzie, from all of us here, congratulations on
Thank you.
Not only just 1,000th point, triple-double tonight on a great senior season, and it's not done yet, is it?
No, it's not done yet.
There's still a lot more to happen. Congratulations,
Thank
and
you.
thank you very much. We'll have more here coming up after this.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Nice pool, lady.
What are you doing?
Oh, just giving you a taste of what it's like for us fish.
Well, what do you mean?
You people throw all this stuff on the ground, and it washes down the storm drain right into my pool. Ew, yourself. Don't just squawk about it. Stop it before us fish have to take matters into our own hands. Flippers!
Help keep Kentucky's waterways cleaner by keeping trash off the ground. Visit our website to find out how you can help.
Take it from me.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
What a moment here tonight. Kenzie Renfro scores her 1,000th career point, comes down with a triple-double, a near quadruple-double. I mean, what more can you really say than what she did here tonight? As we'll run down the full scoring from this game coming up in just a moment. First, we'll run down some scores from around the region. Final in boys basketball, Warren Central 84, Allen County Scottsville 62. At the start of the fourth quarter, well, that's an older score. We'll see if we can't bring it to you, as I saw that came in an hour ago. Let's see if I can bring you anything else. So there were a lot more that went final earlier today, so I got to scroll through back. A final score here, LaRue County in boys basketball defeats Thomas Nelson 57-51. Elizabethtown in girls basketball defeats Central Hardin 74-40. And then the third region score that was going on in girls basketball, Owensboro Catholic defeated Hancock County down in the third regional A championship 57-31. Our final, Grayson County 57-40 over Owensboro. We'll tell you how it happened, the scoring, and more coming up. This is the fifth quarter show right here on K105.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
Nice pool, lady.
What are you doing?
Oh, just giving you a taste of what it's like for us fish.
Well, what do you mean?
You people throw all this stuff on the ground, and it washes down the storm drain right into my pool. Ew, yourself. Don't just squawk about it. Stop it before us fish have to take matters into our own hands. Flippers!
Help keep Kentucky's waterways cleaner by keeping trash off the ground. Visit our website to find out how you can help.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Done. This is the last.
At the core, most any farm is a family.
Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to the fifth quarter show from the Cougar Den. Lady Cougars win this one by a final score of 57-40 over Owensboro. It's the Kenzie Renfro show here tonight. We will talk a little bit more about that in just a moment. But first, let's run down the scoring from this game. First, for Owensboro, 11 points from Brooklyn Williams, 9 points from Nia Gonzo, 8 points from Alerica Hughes, 7 points from Tamia Smith, and 3 points from Lyric Lawrence. For Grayson County, 25 points for Kenzie Renfro. She also finishes with 14 rebounds, 10 steals, and 6 assists. Of course, that means it's a triple-double, which she says is the first in her varsity career, and I'm not sure when the last time that ever has happened, maybe in Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball history. Other scoring for the Lady Cougars, 8 points for Bailey Snyder, 6 points for Ella Robinson, 5 points for Rachel Snyder, 7 points for Annie Kuiper, 4 points for Jenna Nash, and 2 points for Arissa Riggs. Our next coverage of Grayson County basketball will be tomorrow evening as the Cougar boys will be on the road at Muhlenberg County. So our radio coverage of that game will be on Litchfield's Country Station 1039 The Moose. You will also be able to listen via the WMTL app. So again, due to the Kentucky basketball game, our game will have to be on 1039 The Moose. So you will be able to listen via the WMTL app. We also have K105 digital productions of that broadcast as well. So we'll be sure to bring that live for you tomorrow, as that game is scheduled to begin at 7:30, so our coverage will begin at around 7:10. It's a heck of a night here tonight. I want to thank our K105 digital productions crew. Our camera operators tonight were Cody Brock and Anna Davis. Our director was Chase Blaine. So on a night where Grayson County picks up their 10th win of the season, Kenzie Renfro picks up her 1,000th career point, a triple-double, and the Lady Cougars win this one by a final score of 57-40 over Owensboro. This is Sam Gormley saying, so long, everyone.